Senator Wicker, you're good to join us. The stage and the floor are yours.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I look forward to that document, to seeing that document that you just entered by unanimous consent. Madam Chair, thank you so much for visiting our state of Mississippi, and thank you for meeting with me earlier today about a grave problem, man-made flooding problem that we have in the South Delta concerning the Yazoo Pump Project. I very much appreciate that. You visited our state in February. In a nutshell, can you share with the committee what you learned?
Yes, well, it was a several-day trip in Mississippi with Secretary Holland, who basically was looking at some historic sites in the area as part of a direction from Congress. And so it was my opportunity to visit the Medgar Evers site, to visit the area that was involved in the killing of Emmett Till. And then we saw another site that was related to those two projects. And then I left her and I joined the Corps of Engineers, and we went and we visited the Yazoo pump area and the Corps.
Let me just interject that all of those sites are very important to me also, and so I'm glad you did. But specifically, you were about to get to the
Yazoo, yes. So, and the purpose of that meeting was because obviously there is action that was taken by the Environmental Protection Agency that reinstated basically the 404C veto that had been used over that area. And so we are at a place where the question is now what? What do we do about what has to happen in these in this area in order to address the regular flooding that is occurring for communities, and to make sure that we're doing it in a way that that balances with the eco concerns that have been raised previously. And so that was the point of my seeing the area and having a chance to hear from the Corps experts on what they thought that the issues and opportunities were.
Good. Well, I realize I asked you a very general question, but you saw the area where the recurrent flooding takes place. Is that correct?
Correct.
And it is indeed a man-made problem caused by a project built by the federal government. Is that not correct?
That is correct.
Yes. Well, thank you so much about that, and also thank you for meeting with me earlier, as I have already said. I think we agreed that a schedule has been pretty much finalized concerning getting all of the relevant agencies together and moving by the middle of July. I do appreciate that, and I appreciate your assurance that you'll get a copy of that schedule to me. And you are planning to do that, are you not?
That's correct.
Yes, ma'am. And then I think there's a two-pager where you and other agencies that are involved in this have sort of boiled down the relevant issues with regard to this proposal, and you're going to get that to me also.
I'm going to talk to the agencies about that. We're going to have some discussion about that.
Okay, all right. Well, I certainly hope you would do that. And so I might ask you also to get back to us on the record about that, but I hope you will. The 6 counties most affected by the flooding near the proposed Yazoo pumps are Sharkey County, where 30.3% of the residents are in poverty. Issaquah County, 43.3% of the residents there are in poverty. Humphreys County, 33.3% of the residents in that county are in poverty. Yazoo County, 31% of the residents are in poverty. Warren County, 19.2% of the residents are in poverty. The best one of the group, but still way too much. And Washington County, 27.7% of the residents are in poverty. The president has made environmental justice central to his environmental and climate agenda, and I understand you've been asked about that earlier, but would you agree that the statistics that I have read to you argue strongly for looking at this proposed project in terms of environmental justice?
Well, I will say, Senator, that is actually one of the things that's high on my list of follow-up on this project, because I have not yet had a chance to talk to the communities or even community leaders about either the project or just their own situation. And so that is something that is definitely on my list of things to do on this project.
Okay, and I think we agreed in our meeting earlier, which again, I appreciate so much, that maybe some weekend soon, a long weekend, a break, or during the August break, at least by then, you might facilitate a team coming down and looking, talking to stakeholders and the low-income populations who are very much in support of this project, the minority populations who are in support of this project. So I appreciate you working with us. I think we're on the road to a schedule that gets us to a point in mid-July of actually decision-making, and I certainly look forward to learning as much as I can about the list of the issues that they boil down to. So thank you very much for working with us on behalf of the residents of the South Delta. And thank you, Mr. Chairman.
You have